And President Trump has signed many executive orders, and a number of those relate to immigration, from terminating birthright citizenship to suspending the refugee program and declaring a national emergency at the southern border. 2 on Your Side's Courtney Courtwright talked with an immigration lawyer about the proposed changes. Courtney?
Yeah, Mary Alice, I talked with Rosanna Berardi today. I asked her what she has been hearing from people and if they have any concerns.
Keep reminding people that there's 3 levels of government, and this is not a dictatorship. The executive branch doesn't get to make all of the laws.
Since President Trump signed these executive orders pertaining to immigration, Berardi Immigration Law has been answering calls.
With the Trump administration's focus on paring down federal government, that will definitely impact all of our clients and their applications.
They've also been hearing from people who are concerned about ICE and their possible enforcement operations.
People worried about being swept away in a deportation raid. That's highly unlikely. It's really difficult for the government to pull off logistically, financially. Really, the lowest hanging fruit on that end is people that have final orders of removal.
One executive order states that the U.S. Department suspended its refugee program. It stops all refugee flights into the U.S.
Refugees are allowed to live and work here because they're determined at a very high level that it's not safe for them to stay where they are. That program's been suspended, so that has a huge impact.
Another executive order talks about terminating birthright citizenship,
which is in direct contrast to the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which says if you're born in the U.S., you're a U.S. citizen.
That is also the opinion of 22 state attorneys general, including here in New York, and the ACLU, who filed a challenge in court. Berardi also points out the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled the Constitution's protections apply to all people in the U.S.
It doesn't matter if you're here lawfully, unlawfully. You are afforded the same rights of the Constitution as anyone else, and that's a right to due process, a right to free speech.
Yeah, there's a lot to go over there. Berardi also says migrants that came across the border in the last couple of years are entitled to apply for political asylum. On Your Side, Courtney Courtwright, Channel 2 News.
Courtney, thank you for that update.